I'm thanking you, but can you hear me? I'm asking why, here's my song, but I'm singing it broken here. If I could, I'd turn around, and you'd be standing there. How could it be we were so close, but now you're nowhere to be seen? I'm loving you, but can you feel me? Through my voice, through my heart, heavy now, can you feel my pain? Not once, not evermore, I'll feel your touch no more. Is this a lie, just a bad dream? No, I can't go on, no, there is no way.
morning, Zuby. Hello. I took like a 2-hour nap. I'm waking up. Good morning, Zuby. Welcome, welcome. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing? I am here. What time is it? Almost 7 a.m. And I may or may not only took about maybe a 4-hour nap, 5-hour nap, something like that. I don't know. Either way, we are here for the PS2 or PSO2 New Genesis update stream as we prepare for the beta. And by the way, I did get into the beta, so I will be playing that weekend. So yeah, I think I got time zone officially taken care of, which if so, I bet some info on that in a bit. But actually, I can announce it now. We got like what, 2 minutes? Yeah, we got like 2 minutes before this event began. Also, feel free, let me know how the audio is. And also, Zuby, yes, we do have it, I believe, at what, noon, I think? Which I will be covering if I'm awake. If not, I will cover when I wake up tonight. But yeah, that later though. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the beta stuff. I ended up finding out that I did submit the email for the beta, but I did get in. So I will be playing the beta tonight, since it's now 7 a.m. right, so I get the count right. So I will be playing the beta tonight, starting at 1 a.m. Central, so I should be starting probably around 12:45-ish, give or take. And yeah, we will see how broken the quote beta is for the Japanese version of New Genesis, which is what we are here to watch today. So yeah, that should be fun. That will be happening tonight from 1, because I know it's not like a time frame. I don't remember exactly when it stops. But yeah, we will play that as long as it's available, because I know we go down for a few hours and then come back up, I believe, at like 3 p.m. on like Saturday, I think. So, or I get technically Friday afternoon. But yeah, I got in talk. Had a fun time making a SEGA account because I couldn't remember my old one. That was fun. And yeah, we are good to go on the quote beta. So I hope you're ready, Zuby, to see what Phantasy Star 3/New Genesis is gonna actually be like. So this should be fun. But today we got this event happening. So we do have the same idol and comedian that was hosting last time. Hopefully they would do a fairly good job, and hopefully that time, if this is pre-recorded, which it should be, hopefully, you know, they do a little bit better job with the translation, because you know. Oh, and it looked like we are beginning. So here's hoping, chat. So let's do this. Let's find out some of the graded news coming into the second cold beta for New Genesis, chat. So let's see. Once again, let me know how audio is. Hopefully good. Should be good.
Good evening to the viewers of YouTube and Twitter Live. Welcome to our program PSO2 New Genesis Prologue 2.
Oh god, I did
Fantasy
record
Star
this.
Online 2 or PSO2, the online RPG proudly published by SEGA and gaining great popularity around the world.
I'm hoping the translation is accurate now, chat. I hope this is pre-recorded for the audio.
PSO2 NGS by this year's 2021 major update. In this special program, we are here to bring you the merit and the latest information of this new PSO2 NGS. This program is titled Prologue, preceding the start of the service of PSO2 NGS. Today's program is Prologue 2, subsequent to Prologue 1, which was aired in December 2020. Please look forward to today's program.
That would December. I did not feel like December, chat.
This program is live streaming of the pre-recorded program. The viewers of this program can make comments, but please know that we are not able to respond to your comments.
Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna be good with audio that time, chat. Cause last time it was like, like all the voice actors or translator were talking over each other constantly.
PSO2. So if you want to watch this in English, please check this channel.
We're getting
Which
lots
we
of
already hear in
comments,
English.
You know, like super kawaii.
Didn't you say the same thing last time?
Yeah, it says, Habumi kawaii, wave to me. Iwai kawaii. Thank you for that too. I'm Iwai, right? Okay, enough of that. I'm the main MC of this program, Iwai of Harachi. And here's today's assistant MC.
Good evening, everyone. I'm the assistant MC of this program, Mizuho Habu of Sakurazaka 46. I'm looking forward to learning more about this new PSO2 NGS with you.
Also known at about 30 minutes of that will be just D2
It's been a while,
doing
Habumi.
It's
stuff.
been a long time, hasn't it?
We did a location shoot together quite a while ago, right?
That's right, it was fun.
Well, lots of time has passed since then, so all the fans of Sakurazaka 46 must call you Habumi by now, right?
Never once. Just you who called me by that name, Iwai-san.
What? Wasn't your name Zuho
Yeah, this is gonna
Habumi?
be epic.
No, Mizuho Habu.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
and
incorrect.
well, good
No
thing I
wonder
just
kept
woke
thinking how
up,
strange your
chat.
name was.
Because like I
Anyway,
said, we
this
will
is the second
probably
program of the
been like
Prologue
10
series
minutes
that
here
was
of
launched
just,
late last year.
you know,
I promise you
doing
that
what they
today's
do
program
in
will
chat.
also be full of fun and useful information, just like last time. You like games, right, Habumi?
Yes, I like it so much that I play games not from morning till night, but from morning all through to the next morning.
No sleep?
hopefully,
Yes, I
hopefully the
sometimes
one time
devote
hope we get
myself to
out
playing
that not
games
only
without
like
sparing
beta
time for
information
sleep on my
for,
day off.
you know,
You
the
must
new
be really
beta
curious
coming
about
up.
this game.
But I'm hoping to give us an actual release date for JP, and then we can talk like putting together
That's
when a
great. Please try
proper
putting
release
this game
date for
once the
North
service
America will
starts.
be.
I'm sure that those of you who are new to PSO2 and thinking of playing it for the first time, like Habumi, would also find this program useful and enjoyable.
Because I think this is
So
gonna be the
please
last
tag
beta
along with us
probably
till the
before we
end.
leave, more than likely.
Now, let's start off with this project.
Without something
the
horribly
so-called
go
NGS
wrong, that is.
mission. So, as is customary since last time, we'd like to have Habumi come up with an original signature pose for this program. It's got to be cool enough pose to make the viewers of this program want to copy it.
Want to copy? That's tough.
So we have pet see
I've
screenshots
never
of
been
you doing
asked
it
to do
later.
something like this before, so I've never given much thought of creating the signature pose till now.
Oh, don't you have like a Habumi original gag or something?
No, I don't have any.
Nothing?
Don't worry,
the
Dewey. At
popular
some
idols
point, we will
usually
probably
have
see
one
somebody in a
original of their own,
cosplay.
don't
It will
they?
happen eventually in
Yes,
one of
they
these
usually do.
conferences.
I have thought about it, but couldn't come up with a good one.
Might not be
Is
that one,
so?
but one of
Hopefully
these
something
will.
good comes up for this special occasion. What we want for the signature pose is that it has to be a cool and simple enough pose so that the viewers can remember and copy it.
I see.
This is a chance for your signature pose to be used as we call out the title of this program from now on. So give us your best shot. Also, you want to know something incredible? If your signature pose is really good, we might consider adding the pose in PSO2 as one of its emotes.
Wow, now I'm really
I-
motivated.
I
Imagine
personally
that the
think this
characters of
emote probably
PSO2
already
could
in the
be
game,
doing your
chat.
signature pose in the game comes true, and if you want to claim the copyright for your
Well,
pose,
I guess
can
you
talk
know
about
you
that
gotta
later.
appeal to
Anyway, we wish
you know
the
the
best.
idol fans here,
So,
chat.
what kind of signature pose is she going to come up with?
This
Habumi
is how
going
you
to
get
demonstrate
idol
her
fan to play
original signature
PSO,
pose for us
chat,
at the end
if
of the
they're not
program.
already.
The signature pose created by the previous assistant, Nibu-chan, was evaluated as pending as a consequence, because it looked like it wasn't really good.
That's not true.
Well, we didn't really feel her zest for it, so pending is the result. So please come up with something we can accept.
Okay, I'll do my best because I really want my post to be accepted.
Please look forward to it, everyone. All right, PSO2 New Genesis Prologue 2. The same as the last time, we'll bring you the latest and useful information of PSO2 NGS one after another, so stay with us to the end of the program. All right, without further ado, let's get into the first section.
By the way, I have no idea how long it's gonna be.
The first section is PSO2 NGS hot information.
Now I'd like to introduce to you PSO2 NGS official navigator Hiro Arai.
Good evening. Thank you for
Yay,
having
he
me.
bat Chad.
Hiro Arai himself. He's a familiar face to this program since the previous one. Have you had a chance to watch the last
Yeah, he's been
one?
pretty much the face of
course.
PSO2 New Genesis from the
Hiro-san,
start, pretty
we're getting
much.
Lots of comments for you, like Hiro-san kawaii.
It seems like so. Thank you for the comments.
I see comments saying, wave to me, so why don't you wave to the viewers? Nice, thank you. I can see there are a lot of fans of Hiro Arai out there. Probably he now needs to hold his own events like fan meetings.
Yes, I think things are going to get really busy for him.
All right, some of the viewers may be new to this program, so could you introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. This is Hiro Arai, the official navigator of PSO2 NGS. As the navigator, I intend to provide you with all the newest info on PSO2 NGS and become the bridge between players and the devs in order to navigate the game into an even better direction. Glad to be here.
Thank you. He knows everything about PSO2
And
NGS,
hopefully
so if
that
you
time
have
when
any
he claimed he
questions,
killed her
just
don't
ask
get that
him.
video banned,
That's right.
hopefully.
In fact, he acts
That kind of
as a
happened
bridge
last
for
time he
us.
made a character on stream.
That's right. Very helpful to newcomers. Now then, Hiro-san, can you tell us how the first closed beta test from the other day went?
Sure. The first closed beta test went live at the end of January, and many joined in. Thank you, everyone, for your support.
I heard it was really exciting.
Did you get to play it, Iwai-san?
I actually didn't get the chance to join the closed beta test due to some timing issues, but I did get a chance to play a build with SEGA staff and Hiro-san at their headquarters. It was great, and it looked really pretty.
Iwai's character creation was really unique.
That's right, I also did the character creation. And this is what I created. What do you think? She's a mechanical girl named Cast.
Are you partial to twin pigtails?
Yeah, I like twin
I thought I was
pigtails.
on the nose about
I created
naming
this girl
Chad.
by imitating the character that I was using when playing Phantasy Star Universe a long time ago.
I see. So that is to say, this girl is your type.
Yes. I love twin pigtails. So Habu, please set your hair in twin pigtails when you come next time, okay?
Oh
I
God!
think my hair isn't long enough to.
It's okay.
Oh,
problem.
it's too
I
early
like
for that,
short twin
chap.
pigtails too.
I think I'll pass.
So what do you think, Hiro-san?
Well,
Way
I
too
like
early
the
for
straight
that.
hair myself.
I wasn't asking about your favorite hairstyle. I was asking what you think of my character creation. Come to think of it, don't you see many characters similar to mine in PSO2?
Yes, indeed, it's very popular. Should I say a cosmic look?
It's really kawaii character, isn't it?
And Iwai-san played it as a hunter.
That's right. The hunter was really easy to use. It had high maneuverability and was very quick in movement.
Is it easy to use even for beginners?
Yes, I believe so. Iwai-san was a little stiff at first, but he immediately got the knack of it and was able to deliver various moves like a counterattack in no time.
You can deliver attacking moves easily just by pressing buttons rapidly for beginners.
Yes, that's right. It's really easy to play
Button
with, I
press the
think.
chat. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, this is... So I played it with other players, but we had a tough time finding the boss character named Nagarus. The mission was to defeat the boss character named Nagarus, but it was really hard to find it, and it took us quite some time until finally one of our players spotted him and said, "It's right over there!"
That's right. We heard someone saying found it, and so we followed the voice and arrived here.
Yes, the Nagarus we encountered was gold, which was different color from a normal Nagarus, so it was a very rare Nagarus. We were very
Shiny
fortunate to
chat.
encounter this golden Nagarus, right?
That's
The
right.
shinies are
Then
still
all
here.
of us attacked together and successfully defeated it. Since we defeated the rare golden Nagris, we were expecting to get something really nice from it. But actually, there was not a single drop that was rare.
Is that so?
Yes,
I
that
feel
was really
that,
sad.
chat.
Especially after
I
going
feel
through
that,
all the
Luck.
trouble, and we were so excited when we finally managed to defeat it.
It's fun to play with other players, isn't it?
Yeah. I played with some staff members of SEGA, so they knew what they were doing, and I was glad to help in defeating the enemy.
Next is this. Iwai-san took this screenshot for us.
Yes, this place was really beautiful. When I took this screenshot,
Man,
it
look
was
like
at
in the middle of
nighttime
Origin
with the
Quest.
full moon. This place was a field full of pink grass that gleamed in reflecting the moonlight. There were many more places like this with gorgeous scenery in this game.
Yes, in fact, this is one of my favorite places.
Oh, really? Thank you for taking me to the best place.
It is beautiful during the sunset as well.
Yes, I can imagine that. Also, I enjoyed jumping in the ocean, and it was a nice feeling to swim in there. The ocean was very beautiful.
How long do we get underwater
Sounds really
dungeon,
nice. I
chat?
want to go there, too.
Yes, I really enjoyed it. I spent so much time just on the character create. Of course, I enjoyed playing it overall. Well, I really recommend that you play this game.
To tell the truth, it was only for the short period of time, but I played this game a little earlier today.
Really? All this time you were acting like you've never played this game before.
Sorry, I was pretending I know nothing.
Wow, you got me good. You were acting like, you've already played this game? I envy you, Iwai-san. You've played the game too. So what's your impression?
The graphics were so beautiful that it made me want to take a nap on the grass in the game. I also enjoyed creating my own character.
So this is it? The character you created?
Yes.
Your character looks tall.
Yes, I'm 171 centimeters tall, and I wanted my character to be similar to my actual
Chat, how tall
size.
I am American.
can create
I
it
don't
in
know
any
centimeters.
shape I want, and it's very easy to do.
The character was based on the mirror image of her own self, so to speak.
Yes, I really enjoyed this character creation.
So did you play with the hunter?
Yes, I played as the hunter. I heard it's easy to play for beginners.
How was it? Did you defeat lots of enemies?
Yes, I did. I got the knack of it
They just
as I
don't
kept playing.
understand,
I could
chat.
make moves like jump attacks. It's fairly easy to control, so I enjoyed it very much.
Right. Since there's no complicated rule in defeating the enemy, anyone can manage it easily and intuitively.
It only requires very simple control.
We both enjoyed it very much.
I'm glad you both enjoyed the CBT. But we will actually have our second test starting tomorrow, March 19th. Although the contents won't be too different from the first test, we have already
Which is
finished
fine, we didn't get a
recruiting
chance to
more
play it.
users to join us on the test. Now both CBT 1 and 2 are for domestic users, but I'm pleased to
Yay.
announce that there will also be a CBT for global version users as well.
Ooh. Here we go. So they actually gonna announce the global
That's
beta.
wonderful
I
news.
thought
We will
Sega
provide
Japan
further
would up.
details on the global version's official website and Twitter at the later time. So please hold on just a while longer on
I'm gonna
an
bet
announcement.
in about
And
months and a
so,
half,
with
be
second
my guess.
CBT around the corner and the global CBT being a reality, we would like to go over some of the elements that were introduced
thank you for
on the
verifying
first
that.
CBT for the people who were unable
I knew,
to
like I
participate
said, I knew
or
global
have
was
the
gonna
time to
come
experience
eventually,
everything.
but I was
We
honestly
weren't able to
expecting,
play for
like,
too long
you know,
either, so we would like to
global
hear
or
as well.
Sega or American Sega to
Please,
handle
go right
that.
ahead.
At least an outlet
Now,
anyway.
please take a look at this next footage. Allow me to introduce boss enemies from the new enemy type in NGS, which are dolls. First is Bujin. They're tiny dolls, but their quick attacks make them very powerful. They have ninja-like movements, and once their health is low, they attack using clones of themselves. Their actions
God,
are real
really?
tricky and stylish.
I'm having flat patch up
The
one bot we still need to
transparency of
kill,
its
chat.
body looks really cool. It's very agile too.
It's really quick in movement.
Next up is Daitil Sword. They're giant-like dolls that showed up at the end of the opening movie. Their big bodies make it easy to spot from afar and provide a new experience in fights. You can knock them down by accumulating damage to their feet, making it easier to aim for the heart, which is their weak point. Their attacks are somewhat easy to dodge due to their slow movements, but careful as they are powerful attacks.
Yeah, so pretty much similar to the ice
Wow,
enemy.
this attack looks really
Or the ice
lethal.
balls.
What a devastating attack.
That in
Everything's
Daybreak?
turned red.
Yeah, Daybreak.
It's really angry, that's for sure.
Also, NGS has enemies called Formers, who resemble Sylvants from the old PSO2. Allow me to introduce you to some of these Formers who pose as boss enemies. The Crag Bear have
I was gonna
big
say, we're
attack
gonna have the
motions,
bell
making
thing.
them predictable. It acts differently to the enemy it's based on from PSO2, and will use attacks such as sending out shockwaves by punching the ground.
Oh,
Or
so no longer
anti-air
like...
attacks such as jumping and grabbing a hold of players.
Yeah,
It's
before it would like
grabbing
just
and
jump and try
throwing
to
down
land on
ground.
top of you.
You're in serious danger when you get this type of combination attack.
That's unbelievable.
Ardbansers and
Hey, the catty
Ardbanshees are
back.
known for their quick attacks, although their counterparts from PSO2 also held powerful attack patterns. They have powerful wind howling attacks and wind cutters added, allowing them to fight against long-range and airborne players just like the Crag Bear.
They coming for it, chat. Oh wow, yeah, he's got a whole bunch of
There
new
are
animation.
also new enemy types other than dolls called alters. Their unsettling eye-themed designs and their increase in strength during the nighttime makes these new enemies unique. Here are some alters that pose as boss enemies. First up is the Chiakurio. They're sea angel-like enemies that float about and mainly enhance
So these are
other
probably like
enemies.
So, this is the so-called supporting type enemy, right?
Like this. That's right, and this is how it does.
I see, I see.
Okay, so
this
yeah,
is how it
these are all
supports
gonna be
and
like the mini
enhances other
bosses.
enemies.
Next up is Wowlon. They attack with the sickles in their hands as well as kick attacks that send out waves.
It looks like very good at kicking.
That's impressive. It
Yeah,
seems
so
it
maybe we're
creates
gonna have a
some
lot of like
shockwaves as
human,
well.
This is
human
going to
style
hurt a
monsters, huh?
Very, very dangerous. The tail also looks dangerous.
That's it for new information on enemies. Okay, let's recap what we learned so far. Please take a look at this slide. Boss enemies from the dolls such as Bujin and Daitil Swords. And these PSO2 Sylvant-looking boss enemies from the formers such as Cragbear, Ardbanser, and Ardbanshees. New boss enemies from the altars such as Chiakurio and Wowlons were introduced. There were a lot more normal enemies in the closed beta test aside from the bosses we introduced for formers and altars. Were there any enemies that caught your interest?
Daitil swords are real tall, so am I. So I was confident.
I feel like they are kind of like the poster child for this, at least as of now anyway.
Yeah, it's a Sakurazaka 46 Daitil Sword.
Yeah, pretty much.
You should probably defeat the altars first, right?
Yes, that's right.
I wonder how these Wowlons live with the sickles in their hands.
Yes, right.
I guess it skews
And you're like,
everything
I
they
just
eat.
bypass that.
They
We
must
don't need to
have
do
one
lore
tough
for that.
lifestyle. I don't think I could live like that.
That's for sure.
All in all, the improvement in the graphics is very clear and undeniable. It's much better and more beautiful. The quick movements are nicely displayed too.
That's right.
If they're called Daitil Sword, then that must mean that there are non-sword types, right?
Well,
Now we're
I'm
asking
not
the real
sure.
question.
Oh, he's stalling, and that's very suspicious, isn't it?
Okay, this guy doing my line, chat.
Yes, she's just playing dumb.
Now let's go to the next footage. We will be providing additional information on exploration sections. In previously shown information,
Ooh, up
we
to
stated
32
that the
player.
open field will have up to 8 players, but in actuality,
Dude,
that was the
nice.
case for the combat sections. But in the exploration sections, a total of up to 32 players can play together at once.
Okay, good. So that's not gonna make it feel that
Exploration
empty
sections allow for
then.
gathering materials, finding
Because that was
new
my worry that it
locations,
was gonna, be
hunting for
kind of
certain
empty.
enemies, and
If it
so
was
on,
just gonna be the 8.
allowing you to explore the area, which is why there are less enemy encounters than the combat section. But there are special enemies that only appear in exploration sections. One type of those enemies are the dread enemies. that are powerful, higher-level variants of the same that appears normally and pose as a boss of the area.
I'm getting
Their
like
HP
a just
and
looking at it
strength
like
are
if we can do it in
increased,
phased in
so
Final Fantasy
avoid
14
fighting
chat.
them until you're higher level. There are also Gigantics that appear under very specific conditions. They have much higher levels than the Dread enemies and end up leaving after a set time, so working together with other players is absolutely necessary.
I think I can handle this, because I'm tall.
You can. You feel confident against the big ones, huh?
Hey, Jakar. How you doing this morning, man?
Here, he's attacking its weak point.
Well, welcome to the new Genesis update live stream video thing
And that's the
that
introduction
SEGA
to the
doing.
exploration sections. Let's go over it through some slides. Previously, we mentioned that PSO2 NGS will have 8-player combat.
Man, that's cool how they updating that
Many
to
were
32.
disappointed due to PSO2 originally having 12-player multiplayer sessions, which meant the scale was tinier this time. However, that was only the case for combat sections, which focus on fighting enemies. But instead, within the exploration section, you can play with up to 32 players.
Had time to get all that coffee.
The 32-player sessions must have been a surprise for users as it was only revealed once. They actually played the closed beta test. The evolved multi-party system
what?
which allows for seamless matchmaking.
Man,
by
it just show
simply
how little
being in the
information
field
came out about the
is
last
best
beta.
experienced than just hearing about it. As was noted
Yeah, I
by
heard
the
nothing
dev
about
team.
that.
These exploration sections will have guardians of the area, dread enemies, and gigantics show up.
Hopefully, we
The
will get a lot more
Gigantics have an
information now
unusual
that,
amount
you
of
know,
HP and attack,
a lot of people
and they
outside
also
Japan have been
despawn
invited.
after a certain amount of time. The first CBT featured the Gigantics of the Daitil, but I heard that only a small amount of users were able to defeat it during the test.
It looks really strong and powerful.
Yeah, gonna be 32 of
I
it running
myself
around
haven't
out and
encountered a
about,
strong enemy
Zuby.
like this when I played.
Yes,
And then
it
we
was
get a
the enemy
dungeon and
called
go down to
Prologue,
8.
And you were still at level 1 at the time.
Encountered
Hey,
at
Wack.
level 1?
Yes.
Good morning, Wack.
I encountered Wowlon in the moment I
Welcome,
stepped
welcome to the new
outside, and I
Genesis
heard
stream
other players
update
say,
beta
"Get away from
thing.
there right now!" So I just ran away from there as fast as I could. It was really close.
Yes,
right.
yeah, we can, Zuby.
That's it for the exploration section.
So how you doing,
Any
Wack?
information catch your eyes?
The dread enemies seem to have moss growing on their bodies, and I was impressed at the amount of details.
Yes, they're supposed to be like guardians that protected these areas for a long time.
Ah, so that's why. That's some detail. The 32-player combat seems grand and exciting, but are the Gigantics hard to defeat even with 32 players?
It seems there were some users who went with a full 32 party, but only 17 of these enemies were defeated in the
Really?
entirety of the test period.
Is
I
that
was planning to
so?
be like around
It means that
30
so
yet,
many
since,
skilled
you know,
players
the beta
battled
time is
hand
so
in hand,
short.
but that was all they could defeat.
It tells me how powerful these enemies are.
Or how many people
Yeah,
were just
really
taking
powerful.
screenshots.
The players who participated in the first beta test were all extremely well skilled.
I thought so. They got to be advanced players.
If you can defeat such a powerful enemy, you will be recognized as a hero, right? I want to be called Hiro.
That would be nice, and I'm sure there will be even more powerful enemies appearing one after another. So I want to be the first one to defeat them.
Yes, good luck. Let's go over other information that was introduced in the first CBT all at once with some slides. Please go ahead. The outerwear and cast parts in PSO2 NGS are similar to accessories and hairstyles in that they are registered to your character by consuming a ticket, just like
I wish
other
all outfit
avatar
were like
items.
that.
In the old PSO2, outerwear and cast parts were treated as items that took up inventory storage.
Oh,
This will no longer be an issue.
thank goodness. I didn't really like what I was
Is
saying.
how layered wares
Okay,
in
good.
PSO2 NGS.
Oh my god,
now
half of my
have items called
like
set
half of my
wares.
inventory is just
Set
cat
wares will
paws.
be on the same layer as base wear on your character, but cannot be used with outerwear. The difference with outfits from the old PSO2 is that, just like NGS outerwear and parts, these are also registration based through tickets. Now,
Good.
regarding the weapons camos, that changed your weapon's look. In PSO2, you were unable to equip multiple weapon camos at once, but starting with NGS, you can now equip weapon camos per weapon category.
Man, we get a lot of quality of life changing here for fashion.
Previously that just like old PSO2, you can also set a subclass separate from the main class in PSO2 NGS as well. Let me point out some differences on the subclass this time around. The biggest difference is that the stats of the subclass will no longer affect the main class. Though all weapons, PA, and techniques available for the subclass will be usable. Also,
so we're changing stat for the ability to use weapon.
Those that impact your usable weapons will affect the main class as well. Next, regarding skill points to learn class skills. In the old PSO2, you gained skill points whenever you leveled up. In NGS, however, completing cocoons and towers will award you with them. Obtained skill points can also be used on all classes.
So more of a reason to be a point then.
Acquisition is account-based. You can use skill points on a new character immediately on the same account.
Thank you guys for watching on both.
As a new feature to item customization, you can now limit break weapons and armor. Low rarity equipment have low enhancement caps. But
so we can do it for armor now, not just weapons.
You can increase this cap, making it possible to enhance them even further.
The question going to be, at the cap going to be 35 again? Because you could do that already with weapons. You just couldn't do it with armor in bait game.
Through this feature, you can upgrade 1-star weapons up to the strength of a 4-star weapon, for example. Which means you can keep using the same weapon of your liking, or avoid the issue where you cannot advance any further due to not getting any rare weapons. Lastly,
I bet you they are locking content behind, like, Battle Power, what they can really talk about.
Character not apparent through just class levels.
Okay, they fit my boy, like, well drop being a problem. I thought, like, trying to get battle points up.
And augments and potentials on your weapons and armor equipped. Certain urgent quests.
Man, we get a lot of good information out of it for one chat.
Of battle power.
I feel like getting more than we did a lot of time.
The rundown of information which was introduced in the first closed beta test in Japan.
Yeah, I'm actually happy we can actually, you know, actually limit the equipment. Because like that was a worry going into the battle power with just, you know, having content locked and then not be able to get drops that would let you boost your battle power up to actually, you know, take part in events.
With players who are at a similar battle power. That's really great.
Also, players can enjoy enhancing their own characters as casting their eyes on these missions.
I see. As a motivation factor, like
we had limit breaks, like I said, in PSO2, but it was for weapons only.
Okay so far?
I think I'm starting to get it. Can't wait to play it. Now, Hiro-san, we had CBT participants answer and send us
hopefully, hopefully New Genesis will be like PSO2 with like a little more like hop in, drop out type of thing.
Here we will be reporting on the results from the first closed beta test for NGS from late January. We had our domestic PSO2 users with accounts join us, and there were many who participated. Thank you all for your participation and in answering these surveys and talking in forums. We were able to collect many opinions, hopes, and bug reports. Thank you for your support. Here is a report on the general results overall. First, it was deemed that change to the base design of the game is unnecessary and that we can continue as is. However, some parts that require changes will be fine-tuned and improved for the second CBT and release.
Hey Pip, good morning Pip. How you doing, dude?
The details in the coming slides. Second, server load and data sharing did have issues such as login errors and character.
Yeah, I knew about that one.
On the first day immediately after opening. Even after fixes, the servers still saw several seconds of lag from time to time. We will see if these issues are alleviated with the second CBT when re-evaluating.
I see. Some fine-tuning is necessary, but the test is a success then.
Yes. We were able to collect many opinions and reactions to the game. and we were able to catch major issues. So we'd say the test was very successful.
Yeah, hopefully they're all right.
And of
Hopefully
course,
they're double fixed
although it
for
is a
tomorrow.
test, it was great we were able to have
I guess we will
users
find out when we
enjoy
playing
and
it
accept
tomorrow.
the new type of experience of NGS.
I assume there are a lot of requests in the surveys?
That's right. We will be going over details and reports from the survey and how the development team has responded with their future plans. Since time is limited, we will only go over the main points orally. Now, please show the slides. The results for action-related elements are as follows. One point which stood out was that aiming at targets with close-range weapons was sometimes difficult. Cancel timing is slow, so it's hard to evade attacks. In the second
The one we
CBT,
don't play
we will
melee
reevaluate
chat.
the system's priority when determining lock-on targets. We will also ease the window of cancel timing via guarding with a sword, so please check them again next time as well.
Man, yeah, Fido is like
There were
the
also
highest on
reports
that for being very
enemy
good.
strength and the EXP provided was not balanced. We will be adjusting the HP and attack of necessary enemies and increase experience.
That
We
is
will
no one
adjust
that it's
the
a
amount
given.
of EXP gained correctly with the increase in HP. You should be able to gain EXP fit for the strength of the enemy.
Not giving the suit to
By
one out.
release, we plan to
Hopefully they
readjust the
get that
cancel
pip.
timing of all weapons other than sword as well. Also, since the types of class skills were limited for the CBT, we will adjust the number of class skills usable for the subclass as well. Also,
Any
although the
information on
slide
how
does not
many?
cover it, some wanted the game's speed to match that of PSO2, or that they wish for the dash and glide to be faster. We have
I
a
agree with the
response
dash.
from the dev
The
team
dash
regarding this
honestly
that
does
I'll
look kind of
share
slow,
now.
the Hubble, anyway.
Regarding PSO2 NGS game speed, we are aiming to fine-tune and balance it so that current players of PSO2 and newcomers to the series after NGS, or even returning players, can enjoy the game with ease. Which is why NGS game speed is slightly slower compared to that of PSO2, which increased
You
in
know,
its
there'll be a
speed
time to
since
go
episode
to,
1 to 6.
time to
However,
go to Play
we
Asia and so
feel
you can
that
import
new
it.
actions such as dash and glide have improved the game pace overall, adding a new feel of action flow on the game than that of the current PSO2. Which is why we have determined
Yeah, could
that the
combat
current
seem
speed
about
is
that
suitable
fast?
for the time being upon release. These were the
Maybe
comments
they talking
from
about
the
like
team.
movement PAs.
You say everything
But
as
depends
they
on some
are.
PAs, I guess
Even
it would
these
be
negative
slower.
opinions and points of improvement being needed. But it shows that how serious you want this game to meet the satisfaction of every player without compromise. No wonder we can enjoy this game so much.
The objective feedback are very important, aren't they?
Right. There were also some opinions from other survey results that stated the game's action still felt a little hard. How did you two feel about the action elements of the CBT as a whole?
It was a really exhilarating experience. It felt so nice jumping into the air. I even said I did it out loud when I successfully delivered my attack. I really wanted to try many other things. Also, there were many places with great scenery in the game, so not only did I fight the enemy, but sometimes I took a walk and shot some photos. All in all, I enjoyed in so many aspects.
I had a chance to watch users from various classes in combat and action. I felt it was very light and their movements were very smooth.
You only experienced the hunter, but there are some other classes, so I believe
I feel
you
like
can
we're getting
enjoy
into
much
normal
more with
like
that as well.
like Japanese
Thank you
talk
very
here,
much.
like, yeah, we're not
On
gonna
to
say
the next
anything
slide,
bad.
please.
So let's just like
Here are the results
kind of
regarding
walk the line a
graphics.
bit.
Some standouts are that the character feels different from salon to the field, or I can't make the face I want with the new face types. Regarding this, the character
PLT.
creation and salon screens will be unified,
Now I'm
and
hungry,
that
Pip.
2 new face types are planned to be added in the second CBT. We would appreciate if you could try it out again and receive your feedback anew. As for measures against other feedback, such as reducing the darkness at night, reducing effects from other players, and reducing the screen shake effect, All of these are planned to be adjusted early after launch.
Okay, not getting it at beta, but fine.
2 more face patterns will be added.
That's good news. It's unstoppable. I probably can stop doing character creation.
You can create the character with a spitting image of yourself now with this detailed configuration, don't you think?
I'm sure I can, but I'm afraid that I might.
So yeah,
feel
they adding
depressed
2
when
more
I get
customization
attached to the
things.
character
That means
that
probably gonna be a lot
resembles me
more
too
before
much.
launch,
You're
at least for like
You
bait
don't really
character
want to see
anyway.
your mirror image being defeated or losing.
One of the new face presets is similar to that of the sharp face from the older PSO2. This may make it easier
Very
to
bad
create an
1%.
even more anime-like character than the first CBT.
Yeah.
That's
That's
even
the thing you
better.
gotta keep in mind about
Even
like
more human,
Japanese
that
like
is.
stuff when it comes to like
That's
telling
correct.
people opinions
How
is
did
like
you two feel about the graphics
it
in
all
the
it
CBT?
always a little
I
more
have too many things that I
tinted
want to
towards
say,
you
so
know
I don't
only
know
saying
where
the
to
good,
start.
not really the bad.
It's unbelievably realistic. It was so realistic that I felt as if I was running in the field myself. As I heard earlier that it can swim in the ocean, so I really want to try that out myself.
気になったのでちょっと自分で後ほどチェックしてみたいなと思いました
And you like to create your character to be similar to your own self?
Yes, I try to create the character that resembles.
Man, we
as
all
closely to
about
myself.
all making
You
them
don't want to
character
create the
look like
mechanical
ourselves,
girl
don't we?
character with twin pigtails like me? I think it's also nice to create the character far away from your real self. Anyway, you can configure all the facial parts and details, like where you want to put the eyes or how soft you want it to be looked and so on. Also, there are many different colors that you can choose from.
Right, I could choose its clothes, eyebrows.
I'm surprised we're
makeup.
going into that
Really,
right now,
character
chat. I feel like this is
creation is
padding
so
because
enjoyable.
you know
The game
we
with just
literally
that is good
dedicate
enough
what
for
like
me.
Thank you so
15, 20
much.
minutes
I
in the
think
light
anyone can enjoy
conflict to
this game
judge
regardless
character
of the
creation.
gender.
Okay, on to the next slide. Here are survey results related to quests and the map. What stands out are not enough end grinders or hard-to-spot minerals, and the inventory fills up
Wouldn't do very
fast,
bad,
making
me.
it hard to
Probably
organize.
flipping tables
received
and
lots of this
destroying
feedback.
computers, maybe, Zooey?
It is planned to adjust the overall balance of these things for the second CBT.
For being angry on Twitter,
We
maybe.
will also be implementing the material storage feature planned
Yay!
for launch, which should help reduce inventory space issues.
But we still gotta
As
pay
for
for it. I
matchmaking,
imagine we still gotta pay
We
for
plan to
material
increase
storage.
information about the more complicated aspects of it by launch.
用的に分かりにくい部分について、サービスインまでに設計を見直し、対策をすると検討中ということです。
Seems hard to take into account all these opinions to fix game balances on online games, huh?
That's right.
You
But
just out to make me
it's
hungry,
great
aren't you,
that we
Pip?
are able to make adjustments by receiving player feedback.
改善というふうにサービスインまで調整できますので、非常に良いことだなと思います。
I assume players who participate know what they're talking about, so it sounds valuable.
そうですね。はい。ですね。では
On
Yeah,
to the next slide.
because the thing to
please.
keep in mind here, like the people also
Lastly,
doing these
Here are the
surveys,
results
it's
for
probably the people who've
UI
been
and
playing PSO2
system-related
for the last
aspects.
decade.
Some key points here, such as Storehouse UI, is hard to understand. Task guides are not properly shown. The font is small and hard to see, and the level up notifications and the chat take up a lot of space. In the second CBT, we will adjust the UI for level up notifications and fix issues with the main menu. As
I wonder
for
if we're
other
gonna be able to
issues,
customize
we
it.
plan to make adjustments from now and towards launch.
Probably we get the ability to like,
I see.
you know, fully
So although
customize
some
it.
changes may not make it to launch, later updates may fix them.
That's correct.
Also known
Being
that by the
able
time we come
use
to America, it'd be
feedback to
fixed.
Keep improving the game is a wonderful thing about online games. The old PSO2 also became easier to play as updates happened. So the dev team hopes to do the same with
Enable the
NGS as well.
menus.
There is no stopping in the improvement for NGS. It's a great motto, don't you think?
I agree. So the more people play NGS, the better game it will be.
That's it for the survey results. Thank you to all participants of the first CBT. These results can also be viewed on the CBT website as well. So for those of you who are curious, please
Oh
do
god,
go
the Snyder
take a
cut
look.
today?
There are some
shit.
feedback that we were unable to
I forgot about
respond
that.
to this time. But we would like to carefully take in and look at it all
I'm right there
together
with you,
after the
Jakal.
second CBT, prioritizing and planning certain fixes towards launch or even early post-launch.
Are they saying we're
In
going to
that
be all
way,
4 hours in
we
one
hope
go?
to have as many users as possible enjoy the game. Those are the wishes of the development team as a whole. And that's it for the report.
Thank you very much. We hope that even more hopes and feedback of players are made reality. Development is tough, but having everyone help create a game together is great. Now, the second CBT is fast approaching tomorrow, March 19th, so can you share its details?
1 a.m. chat. We'll be up 1 a.m. for the beta. And then probably still at the
Understood.
loading screen for
Let's
like
go
5
to the
hours
next
again.
slide.
We will
Here
see
are
though.
details on the second closed beta test. The test will be conducted from Friday, March 19th to Sunday, March 21st for 3 days, and users can play continuously from Saturday on to Sunday.
I'm
We
not
will
going to
have
sleep that
an
weekend,
even
chat.
larger number of players join the second time, and will test the overall game system and high priority bugs discovered in the first test. Now, here are details regarding the revisions to guidelines on use of copyrighted content in streams and videos.
Oh, okay. Here we go, chat. What can we do? Don't be too mean, Sega.
Starting with this test, it will be possible to use monetization functions, video sharing services.
Good. You hold him, chat. Pay me.
We have invited streamers overseas to join us as well.
Me, chat.
Next slide, please.
If I totally missed the
following
email.
are the participation rewards for the second test. We will have 2 new campaigns for the second test.
Wait, was that
For
it?
those who
Is
reach
it like, yeah,
battle
sure, play it.
power
Enjoy it.
1,100 or more
Okay.
during the test
Good job,
period will
Sega.
receive 100 SG.
I'm happy we are
And
not
if you
doing
utilize the
the
material
persona
storage,
issue
you will
of
receive
banning
50
people.
SG at a later date. We will also continue the campaign from the first test. Those who had already completed the requirements in the first test can also complete them in the second test to receive the reward a total of 2 times. So please do participate.
So I'm guessing they're keeping the whole thing for it says
It's
we
finally
use it twice and
tomorrow.
unlock
How
for all
exciting.
characters.
Yes, as I reported earlier in the results, there are parts that were improved from the first CBT.
But yeah,
we
hopefully
would
that 4-hour
appreciate
thing,
if
you know,
participants of the first
it's
test
not gonna be
joined
put
in
up.
again.
You went through all that for us very quickly, but you have other stuff to announce.
Because I don't
right?
want to wait week for, multiple
Yes, of
pods.
course. Although the CBT won't include these, we have brand new information on weapon categories that will be present at launch, so allow me to introduce them.
Really looking forward to it.
Now then, please view this footage.
Okay, well, into weapon category available. Okay. Time to see what we got, chat.
The Hunter weapon. The Partisan is a Naginata-like weapon.
So is we still gonna have different fighting style depending on the weapons? Which I had a feeling we were going to, it just, you know, I was betting it'd take a little bit.
Learning the class skill Volcrafter allows you to hold down the button and unleash spears of photon which accumulate damage. These photon spears explode either by waiting some time or by inflicting a set amount of damage.
Yeah, honestly, like,
Another weapon
the
for
whole being able
hunters,
to dodge seemed a
Wired
lot
Lance,
better
has
before.
the largest
Hey, we
area
keeping
of
it.
normal
Nice.
attack for hunter weapons. This
The
weapon,
only hunter
like
weapon
the
I'm actually
assault
okay
rifle,
with.
will inflict more damage by attacking at the correct range, which makes it unique.
I'm still
By
hoping
using the
melee
weapon
will be
action
better in that
wired
though.
anchor, you can close in on enemies, so it may be interesting to see how you can combine this with other weapons via multi-weapons.
Now, I bet the question, how hard is it going to be to flip weapons? Because if you do have to hit like up and down on like a D-pad, it's like, that can be a little iffy for combos.
The ranger weapon, launchers,
Okay,
take
block and
a bit
launch
to
roll. Okay.
unleash an attack, but can dish out wide-ranged and powerful explosions, making it a unique weapon.
Oh, we got a giant laser. Cool.
Since you can use your normal attacks while on the move, you can mitigate the time it takes to attack in the combat by playing correctly. Using the weapon
we're gonna fail a
action,
chat.
Sticky Bomb will attach a bomb that will detonate in a set amount of time at the enemy. Although the explosion doesn't do much damage, it's useful for restoring
Man, yeah, the
PP.
attacks are like totally
Mix them up
different.
with photon arts to combat enemies effectively.
I feel like
The fighter
every
weapon, Twin
every
Daggers,
weapon is
are
like
a
way more
close-range
like
weapon
flashy
with
than it was
high
before.
mobility mid-air. High mobility combat is possible with this weapon, and learning a certain class skill will allow you to attack propelling forward after normal attacking at a specific timing after a PA. This allows you to readjust positioning during a fight. The weapon action dagger spin allows you to guard and move in emergencies. Another fighter
Yeah, I'm telling you,
weapon,
all
the
these
double
weapons are
saber,
way more
can hit
flashy.
multiple times in a short span. Using a PA will activate
Then
a
again,
long
I guess
which
honestly, like,
strengthens
especially
as
looking
you
at
hit
this,
enemies.
it can look very
The
similar
weapon
to like a
action
Phantom
saber
ability,
parry
so
works like
maybe the Scion
wand
class they
parry
played a lot
and
into,
is
you know, how
useful for
flashy
blocking
they are
enemy
now.
attacks.
Cause let's be honest, the Scion class is probably the most
Class skills
flashiest
such
stuff
as
in
Deadly Archer
base game.
will allow you to unleash the Deadly Archer attack by holding down the weapon action button once the whirlwind state is at its second strength. The Talus for forces and tectors unleash techniques like the rod and wand can, but spreading the Talus to your surrounding will allow you to use a technique with effects differently than usual.
Okay, I kind of like the
The way
AoE
the
chat.
Talus works changes depending on the PA, so choosing the right PA for the situation allows for effective combat. Learning the class skill Talus Bloom Revoke and holding down the weapon action allows the Talus to be retrieved quickly.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
weapon
Some
action
of
of
these
the
like
Talus
random
allows you
maid
to
classes
place
look so much
Taluses
better,
without
chat.
the use of a PA and can recover PP without having to perform normal attacks.
How good it would recovery though. Cause isn't Talman like technically tied to your
Let's
PP
look
with
at
every
some
attack
slides
user?
for a summary. We introduced the Partisan and Wired Lance for hunters, Launcher for rangers, and Twin Dagger and Double Saber for fighters, and Talus for forces and tectors for a total of 6 types of weapon categories.
You can tell they
The
put a
closed
lot
beta
into
test
Hunter,
had limited
but then
types
again,
of
I get
weapons
that you like
each
the
class
flagship
can use.
class, I guess.
But we feel that once these weapons are made available, it will expand the combat possibilities.
What
The
is it now?
subclass and
3
multi-weapons
weapons for
should
the
also increase
Hunter?
the scope of usable weapons, so it may be fun to find your own combat style you enjoy the most. Are there any weapons you particularly took an interest to?
I like the Partisan the best. I'm used to combating with it because I've been using it since PSU. Its actions are really cool too.
This is a well-known weapon too.
Yes, how about you, Habumi?
I'm the launcher. The reason for that is, imagine I'm setting up my launcher in a distant shade while everyone else is in the combat. When they're in the peril, I shoot down the enemy with my launcher, then everyone would start saying, "Who was the hero just now?" And I'll say, "It's me, Habu-chan."
Like you appear out of the smoke or something? Did you make up that story yourself? That's the kind of hero you want to be?
It's really cool, isn't it?
Well, just don't shoot your friendlies.
Of course I won.
That's it for all the information for NGS today. Since this
Aw.
is still only the second CBT,
Don't get me wrong, we did get a
perhaps
lot
there
out of
wasn't
this.
as much new information, but next time, it'd be great if we could reveal more about what everyone wants to hear, such as the story, the characters, and more character creation features.
Also, time to
Please
see if
look
my
forward to it.
fanfiction is gonna be
Thank
accurate.
you so much, Hiro-san.
So yeah, I have a feeling from the way they are talking, we probably got
Please stay
one
with us
more
for
of
the
these
next section of this
before
program.
the actual release.
Now, let's go on to the next section. Habumi, please.
The next section is PSO2 NGS message box. In this section, we would like to
Wyatt.
introduce you some of the cheering messages
I'm pretty
that
sure
we
you'll get it
received from
eventually,
the
Pip.
users. We asked the users for their comments with hashtag PSO2 NGS cheering messages in the last time and received so many cheering messages.
Thank you, everyone, for posting your comments. The cheering messages from the users really mean a lot to us.
That's right. It's very encouraging for these very busy development members. We also received many delightful messages from the participants of the first closed beta test.
All right, well, let's introduce some of the messages that we picked up. Habami,
Time to only heal like the
First
super
one is
nice one,
from
chat.
Maximum Zoku no Tebasaki-san. I enjoyed playing this game throughout these 3 days. I felt like a new wind blowing in, yet it still carried the fundamentals of PSO2. Especially keeping the existing system intact, such as the combat system and the PSC. Many new systems like the Photon Glide were introduced to the game as well. I felt a strong, uncompromising attitude toward making of this game in the development team. I'm really looking forward to official release of this game.
What a great comment. It sounds like the user's been playing for a while.
The name sounds so strong, doesn't it? Maximum Zoku no Tebasaki-san.
Find that in the username? I wonder.
It's from Kobayashiki. I felt the confidence of the development team when it was brought out to the world. I couldn't have enough of this game even though I played it through from the beginning till the end yesterday. It's even harder now that I have to wait a little longer for the official release. My friend who has never played PSO2 before said, the game footage looked a lot of fun, so I strongly recommend he participate in the CBT that starts tomorrow.
Once you get to participate in the CBT, you want to play it non-stop.
The chance to play
Chat, I
is
feel like
only
we're
for
getting
3
called out,
days.
chat.
It's fun to just watch the movie clip, so imagine how fun it would be for actually playing the game.
We all getting called
The
out
next
bad,
one is
chat.
from Nediru.
Who needs
I'm so glad
sleep
that you
that
realized my
weekend?
dream of what I want to do and how I want to do it. In the character creation and the action scenes, I have high hopes for a new era of the PSO2 that ARCS and SEGA are taking aim at.
Well, I guess the demands of the users are reflected properly in the game, right?
I think so. The new actions that are not included in the current PSO2, like the glide and dash, are meeting the demands of the users, I believe.
Just a slight addition of elements to the game is enough to get me excited.
Yeah, I really want to read it myself, but it's written in English, so I'm ask Hiro-san instead.
Sure. We have here a cheering message in English, and I would like to read it. From Ice Wolf 762.
Everything I have seen so far for PSO2 NGS is really fantastic. The team are doing a brilliant job, and I can't wait for it to be released. ということで、
I see. It means I'm having a house party at my house and you're invited.
Actually, in America, that's not
correct.
happening.
No, just kidding.
That's not happening,
Actually,
Neil.
it said, everything I've seen so far for hashtag PSO2 NGS is really fantastic. The team are doing a brilliant job, and I can't wait for it to be released.
リリースが待てないですと。
Okay, I see.
Getting such cheering message even from overseas make me feel that this game is indeed deeply loved by many players around the world. Next one is from Mia. Thank
He's
you
one
for
of
the
your
beta
people,
test.
Pip.
NGS is amazing. My brother and I have been playing the PSO series for a long time and we really love its view of the world. The vast and beautiful field and combating unknown life forms from outer space. The weapon and actions are so cool. I can't wait for its official release. I support you guys 100%.
Well, there are siblings who play the game together. I like to play the game following its story as well. The story's well constructed, and it's always exciting to see how it turns out.
The next one is from Tuka P. Another 10 years looking into the 30th anniversary of the PSO series. I always look forward to fun adventures as well as
Wait,
character
5 year.
creation.
Oh, we had
I think
25th
SEGA is 10
anniversary.
years ahead of anybody else in the field. It's incredible
Or is
to
it the
see
20th?
this
I don't-
genuine
wait, maybe it
made
is
in
the
Japan
20th.
game
Never mind.
achieving such high level. I have a high hope for the PSO2 NGS to be a really fun game so that I can tell everyone that with conviction.
That's a wonderful message. So encouraging, isn't it?
Yes, I can't thank them enough.
Please let us hear your voice. Let us know your thoughts and comments on the NGS by
Oh, don't
posting
worry.
messages with
Now that more Americans are
PSO2
playing it, they're gonna
NGS
hear
during
it, chat.
message. We continue to introduce them in the program.
And we have prepared a new hashtag campaign. This campaign is called.
I think it's good to know they actually do read the American
PSO2
comment.
NGS? This is a campaign to educate people who don't know about the major update information to the PSO2 NGS, with the help of the users of the PSO2 series.
That's nice. Basically, we'd like to ask the users of the PSO2 series to let others know how fun it is to play the PSO2 NGS. So specifically, how are they going to do that?
This time they would like to have the users make an acrostic poem with NGS expressing the aspect that you like or good points about the PSO2 NGS.
Okay.
Nothing
The
bad,
users
chat.
also
Nothing
need
bad
to
is
do this
allowed.
then.
That's right.
Prior to this program, we've made our own acrostic poem with NGS. Was it difficult for you? How was it? Tell me.
Yes, it was. Especially the G part. It took me about 10 minutes to come up with a word status with G.
Right, but in Japanese it's gagi gugego, so very difficult. I had some difficulty myself. One more thing, Hiro Arai-san has agreed to do this as well. I can see all the fans of Hiro Arai are bursting with joy right now, getting ready to take some screenshots and all. Okay, let's start off with you, Habumi.
Okay, I'll go first.
Now are you
She's
ready?
just that bored, so
N
why we
of
can't read it, chat?
NGS.
Oh wait, oh she got. Oh never mind, she got a couple up. Never
Oh
mind.
my word.
I have a hunch that something's going to happen. Next is G of NGS.
Great.
All right, S of NGS.
Super.
Special view of the world.
That's
Close enough, chat.
nice.
Close enough.
It seems that your acrostic poem can be used in many other situations.
I really had a lot of things I wanted to write, but simply put, this was it. Great and special.
It turned a little childish, didn't it?
But I really think I did a great job, especially on the end part. Oh my word. It sounds really me.
Yeah, oh my word, it sounds like you. Why is that? Use this word often?
Well, just that I thought not very many people would come up with a word.
I see. Well, hardly anyone starts off their conversation with that word. Thank you so much. But your surprise is understandable. I mean, the graphics were beautiful beyond words. Now, could you please show yours, Hiro-san?
Yes, sure. I made one for the global users.
Oh, he's thinking about
For the
our
global
chat.
users. Sounds like it's possibly made in English.
Highly likely.
All right, let's hear it. N of NGS.
Nice game.
Nice game. Sounds close to oh my word. Now G of NGS is?
Good game.
Good game. And finally, S of NGS is?
They're not biased at all, chat.
Super game.
Super game.
Hey, I said super, chat. I think I did, didn't I?
It's simple and anyone can get this message.
You think so? Doesn't it sound a bit childish? Is it okay?
I think it's good.
I feel somewhat familiar with her.
I can see that familiarity too. About the same vocabulary level, right?
Then show us your Iwai-san.
Sure thing. I made one in regard to the contents of NGS, like things that some players end up doing.
Okay, let's start. N of NGS.
Looks unclimbable.
G of NGS.
The cliff.
S of NGS.
I spent so much time trying to climb up the cliff, but I failed. It happens sometimes, doesn't it?
Do it once again, do it all live, chat.
When I played this game, I tried to climb up a cliff for about 30 minutes, but I failed as a result. It was really fun for me, just to see how far up I can climb.
I was like, is that climbable to begin with?
Right. I tried to find tiny cracks on that vertical cliff so I could climb up using that.
Right. You kept trying and trying.
I just enjoy searching for those tiny spots. I recommend everyone to try it once it's released.
I agree, it's a good challenge.
It's a lot of fun.
I'm telling you, chat,
sure I can
my
fully
hundreds
enjoy
of
the game
owls
with
and
just
Kai
that,
women are gonna
searching
help
for the
out,
tiny
chat.
spots to climb up the cliff.
I have seen many tweets saying that they've tried the same thing.
Is that so? Maybe it's our nature to go higher and higher. The field is so vast that it's a lot of fun just searching for such places. I would like everyone to make your own acrostic poem like we showed today.
Yes, we would like you to make an acrostic poem with NGS expressing the aspects that you like or good points about the PSO2 NGS. Please post it along with hashtag PSO2 NGS acrostic poem.
Yeah, I am impressed that they all, you know, add open the global chat. I was so expecting, like,
nice
you
to
know,
see
the
this
live stream
trending.
to
It sure
pretend
is.
like global didn't
Please
exist.
post them one after another.
We're looking forward to your posts.
Thank you in advance. Well, thank you, Hiro-san, for providing us with various informations. Lastly, would you give us a message to the viewers?
The second CBT will be held starting tomorrow. I am really excited because
1 a.m. Central
PSO2
chat.
NGS is going to be
Be
played
yo.
by many more users. Our staff members will be ready to respond during the CBT.
I
so
hope
that
you're ready to
everyone
watch a
can
loading
enjoy it.
screen for
If
like
there's
5
any trouble,
hours.
please contact our support. We also send out the NGS information on the official community Twitter account, rappy.comu. It is our aim to make this place where every player can gather around and see the posts that one may find interesting. So let's achieve this together, and please follow us. You can count on this unrelentingly improving PSO2 NGS. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're really close to the end of the program. Habumi, you've forgotten about the mission that we gave to you at the beginning of the program,
I'm
haven't
calling
you?
it now. The
Of course I
poll
remember.
is gonna be
Did you make
this.
one?
I'm calling
Yes, I
it,
did.
chat.
You don't
I'm
forget?
calling it.
I never forget. I never forget about what I was told.
Habumi was asked to come up with an original signature pose that the viewers of the program would want to copy. If the signature pose is a good one, we're going to do that pose when we call the title of this program in the beginning from now on. The signature pose that was created by the last assistant, Nibu-chan of Hinatazaka 46, was this one. What do you think?
Cat ears? Is it kawaii, isn't it? I thought really kawaii when I was watching this.
That's good.
Yes.
But knowing that Habumi's created her original signature pose, please know that it's my intention that I want to choose and accept your pose preferentially.
No. Please choose both.
Well, anyway, I want a better signature pose than the last one.
I got you. I will show you a cool signature pose.
I can hardly wait.
False Matt. Hey, do you remember PSO is on?
I'm nervous.
Oh, sorry, I got to try
Demonstrate
that.
toward the camera, over that
But
way.
PSO is on the Twitch in
moment of
Japan at least.
PSO2 NGS.
Not exactly a
Wow.
poll, but I technically polls or technically emote though.
What was that again?
I got to find. I feel
S.
I feel like somebody
Oh.
behind the scene made this up, especially with all the
Two.
hand movement.
N.
Yeah, gotta promote the
GS.
hand movements in New Genesis chat.
Feels a bit dated, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got an 80s feel to it.
I thought everyone would accept this pose to copy.
Yeah, it's a cute pose, though.
Not good enough?
Well, like I said earlier, I'm in favor of Habumi, but give me a moment to evaluate. Now it's time to announce the decision. The decision is...
They both gonna get in a game.
Pending! Pending!
Or
It
nothing.
just lacked of a decisive factor.
Really? I thought very hard to come up with this.
Well, I really want to accept your pose, if it were all up to me.
You're really mean, Iwai-san.
It's not me, it was the staff members out there that they tacitly forced me to say pending. Blame them! I'm ready to accept your pose even if it's terrible, but unfortunately the decision was pending, so please challenge it again next time.
Okay.
Good. Lastly, we have an announcement for the next
I feel like
program.
this guy got a lot
Habumi,
more
please.
spicy than he
The
was
next
the
program will
fourth
be
time
the
around,
third
chat.
of the Prologue series. We will air it as PSO2 New Genesis Prologue 3.
When?
The next program will be also the full of must-see information regarding to PSO2 NGS, so please look forward to it.
I still feel like that's probably gonna be the last one of these. Or leak gonna announce, you know, open beta
I
at
enjoyed
least.
this program. How was this Prologue 2 for you?
Hiro-san's explanation was really informative, and it made me want to play the game so bad.
Because if we
It
stay on
seems
the
to be a
same
lot
track
of
record
fun
we
to
have
play with my
been,
members.
we'll probably
And I
have it in
so
what,
many
like
things that
2
I
months,
want to
3
try.
months? I get more
You
like
can
two
play
and a
with other
half.
people without leaving your house.
That's right.
It would be so much fun to play with your friends. In this program, we continue to provide NGS information as clearly and enjoyably as possible.
I will keep learning more about NGS so that I can share a lot of fun points about the NGS with everyone else. Lastly, please like and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, please do. Would you come to the program again?
Of course.
Suddenly an of course pose? It came out at last. Thank you so much. Please come again, especially now that you said of course. And don't forget to bring another version of your signature pose.
Okay, thank you.
That's all we have for today's program. Thank you for watching. Please look forward to the next one.
I feel like the fourth one was longer, chat. Wasn't the fourth one like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours? And there we go, chat. I'm happy though that, you know, they did fit the voice acting or dialogue that time. Because that time, my god, like how people were just constantly talking over each other. And, you know, especially being pre-recorded. So I'm happy to actually, like, okay, pre-record the video, pre-record the audio that time instead of trying to read it live. So that's good. So, yeah, fit my main problem. But yeah, like, going into that, I wasn't expecting that much beyond probably the survey stuff, you know, which is what we got. But I'm happy we did get a whole bunch of more information. Like I said, I think I feel like, since they said half of the new information was, you know, in the last beta, and the last beta was like a month and a half ago. I get that to show how, you know, how tight-knit Japan is, because like half of the stuff is like, I didn't hear no one talk about, like, well, I just somehow missed it, which I don't think I did. Like, I thought like, you know, all the cradles I have seen on YouTube and stuff, like nobody really talked about like the, you know, the 32, the weapons, like that type of stuff. So, man, there's gonna be like night and day difference in the model, since, you know, as they stated, you know, a whole bunch of influencers did technically get invited into it. I get technically, well, were they picked out manually? I don't know, chat. I have no idea. Because the thing is, for me, I did get into the beta, so I did find out I do have the beta. I gotta download it. I actually launched it last night. Yeah, last night. And it does look like it is gonna have ship system, by the way. So I'm probably gonna try ship 1 again. We will see what happens. Like I don't know. I don't know if they just like invited people by just like adding them to the list and like, here you go. So they, you know, commented about saying they invited influencer, but if so, I technically didn't get invited. I just got into the beta again. I got no special email or anything. But then again, I think my email still got locked because I never received my email, like to my knowledge, about joining the cold beta. And literally, I don't remember who it was. Ended up posting like a on Twitter yesterday, or like the day before, of like, oh hey, if you're in the beta, click on that link and you can download the game. And it worked. So I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna just say my email got lost. So I don't know to what degree I thought like inviting people there was, but hey, we will see nonetheless. I'm happy we're here nonetheless. So as Luna, the final bot, conformed. She was bothering me a little bit ago. I don't know what she is right now. I think she went up there trying to wake Sam up more than likely. But she could be. She could be the final boss. You never know. So real quick, let's just go ahead and pause it before we pop up. But yeah, overall, I'm happy I took like a 3-hour nap for this. Cause like I said, I feel like that one was a little more I get mean, I guess, in some way with the announcer, but you know, like I said, maybe he had just getting spicy in his old age here since it happened like 2 months. But yeah, hopefully also, finger caught chat, that hopefully that time that video won't get banned. Because for anyone who wasn't aware, the last time they had one of the events, my video ended up getting taken off of YouTube, and I had to like re-upload it. because for whatever reason during Kyoto Equation, Google just decided there were nude anime goals on Queen and took my video down. So hopefully that won't happen this time. If the video disappears for a while and, you know, we could get an upload later, you would know YouTube will not cancel me again. We will see. Hopefully that won't be the case that time. But yeah, I guess overall it's fine. So yeah, we will be experiencing all this tomorrow morning. So like I said, I am in it. So I will be hopping into that. I believe it go live at 1 a.m. Central, so I will probably be live around 12:30ish, give or take. To actually hop into this, and hopefully, finger crossed that we won't have like a repeat of the North America quote beta where it was literally like 5 hours of just spamming the ship button, just trying to get in. Hill hoping since it's the second beta, that won't be an issue. But with that being said, I believe what was it, the fourth beta was 50,000, and I think that time it like doubled that. So we might have issues, but hopefully not. Hopefully that will be fine and dandy. But I guess if anything, chat, you can join me at 1 a.m. tomorrow as we watch a loading screen, worst case scenario. So know that. So yeah, that will go ahead and do it for me. What time is it? Like 8 o'clock? Yes, 8 o'clock. So if you're watching live or the video process beforehand, which whatever happens on YouTube, I will be back. Ideally, I will be back at, I believe, a noon. Hang on, let me go ahead and just double check that real quick. I believe it is new. If I can click on the right button, chat. Let me see, because I think that what time the quote in event is going to be happening, because we do got a quote in event happening today with some Life is Strange, some celebration stuff. Okay, here we go. By the way, follow me on Twitter, chat. Follow me. So I think I retweeted. Yeah, there it is. So that will be happening at, yes, it will be happening at noon today. So that is Central or 10 a.m. Pacific. So I will be back for that around noon. If I'm awake, I should be. I'm actually feeling pretty good. That 4-hour nap, I think did okay, chat. So yeah, I should be back alive for this, and we can get into all the stuff listed here right along with the Life is Strange debut. So I get with that. That would do it for me. You have a good one, Pip, Zuby, Wag, Jakar, and anybody else that might be looking away. Thank you for being here, my dudes. If you are watching it over on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to help out the channel. And also don't forget about, Twitch Prime Gaming, whatever we called it week. Use it if you have it. And for everybody watching here on YouTube, thank you for being here, dudes. I do appreciate it. So don't forget to do the like, favorite, subscribe, do some comments, smash some like button, do all that stuff. Help me get to 1,000. We all quote Luna. Luna is very excited for it. She's sitting in the window right now staring at me. So she is super excited about getting to 1,000. Because that means she get the fancy cat food. So make sure you do that. And yeah, I will see you all hopefully at noon Central for some Guarani event. So to then, have a good one, my dudes. Bye!